Cause me, I love it and I like a drink.
Chris Douglas here with Art and Fitness. Today, I'm going to show you guys some mobility exercises with a lacrosse ball that my chiropractor and sports medicine doctor, she's pretty cool, showed me. This is really great. So I went to her. I've been having some kind of left posterior del upper lat pain, like some numbness and tingling. And my hips were also starting to get really tight. My T-bands all the way down to like my knees, up and around my butt were really tight. So I want to show you exercise she showed me that really helped that. One, I'm not a chiropractor, I'm a nurse, so I'm showing you stuff that she showed me. So if you hurt yourself, it's not my fault. Glad we can clear that up real quick. Alright, so I try to go from head to toe with the lacrosse ball. However, my ADHD kind of kicks in halfway through sometimes, and I'll go like, head, and I'm like, oh man, I need to go to my hip, and then I'm like, I forgot my entire triceps and forearms. So I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown of everything I do real quick. We're going to speed this up a little bit, so it's going to be not a 20-minute long video. And I typically do try to go for 10 to 15 minutes on my warm-ups, so keep that in mind too. First one I do, I like to come over here, exercise the trap. You got to put the ball here. Come on up here, Nicholas. Oh yeah, IT Nick, shout out to IT Nick filming this. So for the trap, you want to lodge the ball in here. This door frame kind of sucks, but I'm going to do it so that you can go up and down. Oh yeah, and really massage it out. You want to try to go slow, and it'll really, really work out the soreness. And if you hit a spot that really hurts,
just get in there deep.
You want to push a little bit harder. It's a sense of where, how much can you handle. You want to kind of be like the little brother. So you want to, your body's like your older sister, and you want to make sure that you don't get grounded. So you got to piss it off. Piss her off just enough that you don't get in trouble. So then I get the other side. Oh yeah, which really hurts. You guys can really see this one. Oh yeah. Oh, that's my spot right there. So this is really good for, kind of like I said, that posterior del region. You're gonna find the happy hole, and you're gonna go straight up. Woo! That hurts. You're gonna really work on that fiber, moving the ball around. You're gonna find the spot, pin it, stretch it. So I tend to do probably about 5 per arm. Depends on how tender I am, kind of how bad everything's hurting. Really just know yourself. You can tell how much pain you have. Second exercise you can do for the back, kind of open that up, find that same spot, turn sideways. You're gonna have to flex, kind of rotate out, and you're gonna push down on your arm while you push up with this arm, and you're gonna focus on externally rotating your wrist. So you just keep on flexing and getting that goose head out here. And then you just push down, push up. Oh man. Feels so good. This is just amazing. While we're in that same region, another spot, you can kind of hit your lat, your pec, and I don't know what this muscle, I guess this would be your teres minor and major-ish kind of hanging out in here. So sometimes we'll do this, we'll just put the ball in here. This one will get you. It's sneaky. Kind of just move it back and forth, like Tiger Woods in it. Yeah, this becomes popular. Glad we started it. So you do the Tiger Woods, a couple of shakes in there, move it around. Believe me, you're laughing at me, but this hurts like hell. And you guys figure that out. You have 2 arms, do the other side. And believe me, you'll figure out which side is your strong side and which side is your weak side. Or which side is compensating for weakness, because you'll be a lot more sore on that side. After that, I go to the chest. This one might be kind of hard to see. So I like to work in the shoulder, right below the clavicle, in between the delt, kind of in between the upper pec too, right in that little honey hole. You want to keep your back straight and push. And then you'll want to go back of the palm here, and then you're going to go out, up, and it's going to slide right down your pec. I try to do that about 5 times. Really gets you kind of outer pec or outer breast. And this, believe it or not, will actually help loosen up your back because it's an antagonist muscle. One more in there. And then when I'm on the pec, I also like to push towards the center. It's really really tender towards the kind of middle of your chest. So I go off to one side, find the spot that's really bugging me, just really push into it, hold for a second, kind of roll towards the shoulder. As you guys can see, this is a little painful. Make sure you take some Tylenol or ibuprofen before, with some food. Make sure you don't get a peptic ulcer. Then I slide down. Really, it's all about finding what spots on you are most sore. You know, really find your spots, and hopefully it'll help alleviate it. So, finish rolling out my pec, shoulder. You're gonna put the ball here. I'm just gonna do mini circles. My shoulders really aren't that sore right now, but the anterior delt tends to be one of my sore spots. So you finish that. Once you hit your other side, you're gonna go, I like to go down on my tricep. So I start by rolling out the back of the tricep, which hurts like hell. This one's really tender. We did arms today. So I really get down in there deep, make sure I roll. If you can, flex and hit. Make sure you hit the tricep heads, and when you hit a spot that kind of hurts, you want to pin your arm against it and push with the ball, and then extend your arm down. And you're gonna do what they call ART. And you're gonna really stretch out that muscle head and the entire muscle fiber, which is the reason of some of your soreness. From what Dr. Heather told me is that, so I've been having some shoulder pain up here, and that is due to a tight tricep and a tight forearm are gonna pull on your shoulder, and also with a tight pec, everything's pulling away from the shoulder, which is gonna make your shoulder actually be the recipient of all the pain. Get a couple more there, good. Forearm, it's easier to roll out on something flat. We don't have something flat here, so we're just gonna do the wall. It's really about just kind of finding that spot. And I did voodoo bands today, or voodoo floss. So my forearms aren't too sore, so just kind of do that, roll it out, find the spot. You hit the spot, pin it, move your fingers around, move your wrist around, roll it. Make sure you can stretch it. All right, next, the worst part of it all, rolling out your hips. For you people who say you can't do squats because your hips are too tight, this is for you, because if your IT band's too tight, you aren't gonna be able to get to the right spot. So, simply, lacrosse ball. By the way, these are $10 for 2 at Dick's Sporting Goods. If they start selling a lot of them, I want my money. So what I do is right under kind of my sacral crest, iliac crest, I believe. I like to start with the ball, and this is the most tender spot for me, so I try to put all my body weight on it. And here comes the tricky part. Once you kind of, for starters, I always start by rolling kind of in small circles, really loosening up the spot. And then you're gonna wanna bring your knee up to your chest as far as you can, extend your leg out, bring it back down. Roll the ball a little bit. Just keep on doing that. And as you do it more and more, it actually gets less tender. And then kind of work my way back towards my butt a little bit. Up, out, down. And I go all the way around to the other side. Something else you can also do is roll out with your ball. I would suggest starting off with a foam roller first, but you can really kind of get all that deep tissue, all the soreness out of there. And I did a quarter-mile lunges 2 days ago. So third roll squat. So this you don't need a ball for. This you can do with the wall at home. I suggest doing these definitely before legs if you're hitting squats, especially if you want to be able to get deep, not be as sore. So this is my back all the way against the wall. I tend to go like 2 baby steps out, and you're just gonna slide down. So then you're gonna put your arms on the inside of your knees and push out, and then you're gonna go chest up, butt up. So you're gonna like thrust your hips outward, but keeping your back on the wall. And I'm still working on these, so you wanna make sure your feet stay straight. I don't have, so at the gym, I'll just put some dumbbells or kettlebells on the side of my feet, and that'll increase your ankle mobility, which is huge for squats. So I just sit here for, I try to do about 30 seconds and really focus on keep on pushing to open my hips, raise my butt, raise my chest, Keep everything straight. So hold this for a second. Gotta keep on breathing on these two, otherwise you're not doing any good. And come out of it. Oh. Then when you get done, get a couple of these. You'll feel way looser. Thanks for watching the video. Check out RN Fitness on Instagram, RN_fitness_network. Check out myself, RN_fitness_prez. And check out IT Nick. Shout out to IT Nick for filming. That is what, I.T_Nick, N-I-C-K. Monthly we have free workout programs. I posted a Facebook page. We're gonna get the website up. We're gonna start some t-shirt sales here. We've got a supplement company on board, so be looking out for that. Anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Subscribe, comment, like, share. To you guys, all this is possible. Thank you. Much love.
One love.
Yeah.